Hey guys, Tim Wilson UK here, and welcome back to round number 3 of this week's Web.com tournament. I'm fairly confident that I'm going to be making the cut this week, and it will be the first time this season that I will be making the cut on this week's tour. They have messed up the scoring a little bit, with the par on the course not matching up with the par on the TGC Tour's website, but nevertheless I think it's going to affect everybody equally, so I'm going with what I've got on the website. I'm currently laying in about, I think it's 36th place at the moment. It's showing at 22 under par, but I think that they've got that down as a par 71 for the course, whereas we know that on the system here it's a 72. So I know I'm 20 under par on this, but I'm 22 under par on the system. So I'm going to carry on playing. I think I'm still going to be in for round number 3. So let's get round number 3 underway. Let's hope. It looks like it's brighter in the little picture down the bottom there. So let's hope for some more favourable weather. We had rain in round number 1 with changeable winds. We had changeable winds in round number 2, but it was dry. And today it looks like it's a lot brighter, but let's see what the winds are like. Alright, let's jump straight in here. So we've still got the wind. It's 8 mile an hour, which isn't too bad. As long as it doesn't get up into double figures, we should be good. Let's get this round underway. Now, if you have watched the video from round number 2, you will know. Oh, that doesn't look like a good drive on the first hole. I need a kick to the right. Oh, is that in the rough? Yeah, just in the light rough. Yeah, so if you watch round number 2, the video for round number 2, you will see that I didn't do too great on the front 9. I think I got something like 5 birdies, but I got 2 bogeys back to back, so it dropped me 3 under for the round. And to be fair, I'd pretty much given up by then. Let's just have a look at the yardage on this. 149, 147 with that wind. That should be good enough. Mind you, we're in the rough. Add a bit more onto this. Yeah, so oh, I didn't get 100% power. This isn't looking good. Is it on? It's on the green, but that's going to be a monstrous putt. Yeah, so I'd pretty much given up hope for the round. But then I had probably the best 9 holes of golf that I've played on the golf club for a long time. I managed to string together 9 under par on the back 9, comprising 7 birdies, 1 par and 1 eagle, which brought me back to 12 under par, which I was pretty pleased with. I've got to be honest, I think most people would be pleased with that. This ball needs to start coming back. That should be okay for a par. That was a really tough putt, but I haven't done too well on this first hole. I need to make sure. Ooh, just grab the side. I need to make sure I get a par just to get myself off to a steady start, even though that was a bit dodgy for a first hole. So I need to make sure I compose myself here and get a good round going. So we've got 150, 147, and that's into the wind, but not a lot of wind. You know what, I'm going to drop this club down and then put a little bit more on it, because I think that's not that much wind. That's 100%, that's better. Hope this gets to the flag. It looks pretty good. Needs to get up that rise. It's not going to get up there, but it's going to give me an uphill putt. Slightly right to left. Is that too much? 16 feet. That was really uphill. I think I've underhit that. I have. So that is 2 pars to start with. I'm just going to keep plodding along, because after the first 9 of yesterday's round, or I say yesterday's, round number 2, it is really difficult to try and know what's going to happen in the second 9, because I would never have foreseen a 9 under par on the second 9 on round number 2. So I'm just going to keep my head, going to keep plodding along. I hope you guys enjoy this. Drop this all the way down. This should be a good birdie opportunity here. Not going to be able to reach the green in 2. 274. If the wind was behind, maybe, but the wind's not behind, so we're not going to reach the green in 2. Let's just get it down the fairway. Wind should bring that back into the middle of the fairway, which it has done, and it rolls off to the left as well. That's going to give us what, a couple of, yeah, it's just a hop, skip and a jump to the green here. But the pin's in a tough position because you have to negotiate this little bit of a hill here. The pin actually sits in a fairly flat bit of ground. I'm going to see if I can play. Ooh, that's very, very tempting. Let's take a bit off of this. I'm going to play this pitch shot. And hopefully it works out okay. I think that may be left of the flag. It is, but it should be okay. Oh, it's going to give me a good 8-foot putt, I think. 9 feet, slight movement. I'm going to put it on the right edge. Hope I hit it nice and straight. That's okay. That's the first birdie on the scorecard. And moving on. I'm not sure, but I think it was hole number 4 and hole number 5 where it all fell apart in round number 2. So I'll need to just concentrate a little bit here and make sure we get this up and down. It's nicely in the middle of the fairway. Let's see where the pin placement is today. It was in a really tough position yesterday. Again, a tough position right in the front of the green. It's 152, it's almost 150 yards. Need to get it up on the green. That's going to be short. I've done it again. Messed this hole up again. This is, it's got to be my bogey hole, this one, because I just seem to mess it up every time. And I've underhit that as well. Oh no! Okay, and that's another bogey. My God, this hole really grinds me. I don't know what it is, I just can't seem to par this hole. And it's not a tough hole. It's not a long hole. It just really gets me down. And this was the other one, and I think it was because I ran out of fairway yesterday. But I've got 10-mile-an-hour wind into my face here. Is this going to actually make the fairway? Have I underhit this? I have. My God, and now I'm right behind a bush. I'm making a mess of these 2 holes again. Exactly the same as yesterday. Really? Oh my good God. Can you believe it? Can you actually believe that I'm making a mess of the same 2 holes again? I have no idea what I'm doing at the moment. And this is for par. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Got 27 yards. Let's see if we can flop this out of here. So that was for par. So I've got to get that in just to salvage a bogey. Oh my good God. So I've now gone from 1 under to 2 over in 2 holes again. Jeez, these 2 holes drive me nuts. Alright, that's going to put a major dent in the score. I need another run like I had yesterday. 2 over par. My God, the last time I was over par, I cannot remember when it was. It is not good, guys. Not good at all. So now I've got to work just to get back to level par. Right, don't want to be too far right, otherwise I'm going to end up going down that hill. Sorry, too far left, not right. Going to stop. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Another tough putt. Pin's in a really wicked position. That's one back, so we're back to +1. Alright, my aim here is to try and get back to level par by the end of this 9. Let's go over the top of this tree. I'm pretty damn sure we can get over the top of that tree. Yeah, all day long. 542 yards. I'm pretty sure that this one is reachable in 2, but it's where the pin is today that's the important thing. It's going to be 249 to the flag. Pin's right in the back. I'm going to drop this down and try and land this and roll it up to the flag. Got the wind slightly behind us. Don't want to get caught up in the rough. I've pushed it ever so slightly, but that should be on the green. It might even come round a little bit. Yeah, it's coming round a wee bit, but it's not going to hold the green. I could do with this being chipped in purely because of the fact that I need to get some shots back here. That's a little strong. Oh my goodness me, I cannot putt tonight. I cannot putt tonight. So that is still +1, a par 5. This scorecard on this front 9 is embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Alright, par 4, 366 yards. Now this one I always tend to go out the back of the fairway here. So I'm hoping that if I take a little bit more, I need a good bounce though. What I don't want to do, oh no, my natural fade is gonna, I need a good bounce here. No, that's gonna be in the heavy rough. My goodness me. Sorry guys, this cannot be enjoyable to watch. I really do apologise. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse. Jeez. Oh man, I am struggling tonight. And that's rolled on a mile past the hole, purely because of the fact that I was in the bunker, not able to slow it down. And now I've got another stinking putt here to try and salvage par. Oof. Wow. +1. Right, pin's fairly far back, but it is uphill. And the green, let's have a look at the green, is also rolling uphill. So it's 145, it's 147, but we've got the wind behind. That's not going to roll too far because it's uphill. It's going to stop fairly smartish. It's going to give me a tough putt. It'd be nice to get back to level par. Turn, turn, turn. No! So we take a +1 scorecard into the back nine. Really, really struggling tonight. Really struggling. There's going to be no 12 under par today, that's for damn sure. $210 yards. Oh man, I have undercooked that as well. I'm playing just so badly tonight. There's just no excuse for it. I am playing badly tonight. And I've overhit that. Nothing I am hitting is working tonight. Managed to salvage a par. 2 birdies the whole round. So no, sorry, 3 birdies. Is that right? 3 birdies? I'll have to have a look in a minute. I can't remember. I've got to have more bogeys than birdies, that's for damn sure. Because I'm +1. $174. %98%, and I've pulled that. Alright. It just seems like I'm on a bad round. 4 inches uphill. Little bit of movement to start with. It's okay, that should be a kick-in par. Yeah. I will be pleased to get under par for the round at the minute, and I'll be pleased to actually get off the course today. And I can understand, I can almost understand why golfers really feel the need to get off the course at some point, because this is another one that's not 100%. What is going on today? I'm just playing so badly. But it's going on YouTube, it's going in the books, you guys are watching, so it's a par 5 here, so we got an opportunity to try and get right up there. Let's see if the wind's slightly behind here. Let's move this back in from the right. Is it going to come back? Yeah, it's starting to come back now. That's going to be too big. That is going to be too big. Hopefully that bank slows it down. It's not going to slow it down enough. That's still going to roll on, and that is going to be a huge putt. It's going to be about 40 odd feet, I would have thought. 49 feet. And we got dips and all sorts on this one, so let's move this out to the right. 49 feet. It's got good pace. It's got very good pace, and that was for eagle, so I'm pleased with that. So this now should, yeah, that brings me back to level par. So it's taken me 12 holes to get back to level par. So let's have a look at the scorecard. Yeah, so there's 2 birdies, 3 birdies, a bogey and a double, so that brings us back to level par. I have 6 holes now to try and do something. Let's see, what can we do? 4 miles an hour. I pulled that slightly, but the wind might help me here. That should be pin high. That might be a good birdie opportunity. Okay, it's slightly downhill. Let's just tap that. Okay, under par again. Haven't been under par since hole number 3. We're now on hole number 13. So let's see if we can drive into the final few holes here and make some headway. Getting the 100% back. Chins up again. I've got a nice bounce forward. That's going to be about 110 to the flag, I think. Yeah, 110 on the nose. Okay, with the elevation change, it's going to be 112 yards. That looks pretty good. If it's got the distance, it needs to stop now. Bite. Yes, it was a lofted club, so it was going to bite. And that's another birdie. So back-to-back birdies, 13 and 14. Pushing forward now. Let's see if we can get to 5 under par. I think that's achievable in these final few holes after yesterday's round. I just need to keep going here, keep driving forward. That's going to be a nice long drive. That's going to hit that down slope and it should roll up onto the top here. Yeah, 290 yards. It's a par 5 here now, so 211. Difficult pin position here because it could roll off in any number of directions here. So we've got 208, it's 210 yards. So that club is bang on, but I want to come up a little short. Not short that I'm going to not get to the green, but short that it's, see, that's not short at all. It's going to be on the green. It's going to be just on the green. Oh, it's not on the green. Okay. Now, I could putt that, but it's a really difficult one to judge. So I am going to flop this. See if I can keep it nice and close. Mind you, the flopping has not been good today. Oh, that's better. That's an eagle. So that's taken us from 2 under to 4 under. This is a much better flurry here, but I fear it's too little too late. 4 under is not going to be good enough. I need another couple of birdies here. Now this hole I haven't played very well. I've come up short on both rounds. So at 170 yards, with the roll it's 170 yards. With the elevation change it's 168. It is this club all day long. But I want to play this here. But I need to make sure I get over the rough. So let's do this and see how it turns out. It was long yesterday. It's nice and straight. Is it long again? It is long again. It came round yesterday, but it was long again. It needs to be shorter because that's pretty much in line with the flag, but this is such a tough putt. Oh! Okay, that's a tap in. So the best we're going to get here is 6 under par. We've got 2 short par 4s to finish. They're both sort of sub 400 yards. So let's see if I can get a good drive here. It is slightly downhill. I'm going to take a little bit more on here. Hopefully don't run out the fairway. Need to make sure I get 100%, which I have done. I have got a little bit of fade on this. Am I going to be in bother? No, not quite. Okay, pin's tucked in front right hand corner by the looks of it. Yeah, right in this little section here. So I've got pretty much 86 yards. 80, 90. Ooh, what do we do? 80, 90. I need that to bite big time. Oh no, it's got a bit more roll. I need to pick up a birdie here. 92 yards, a little too strong. This is going to be a tough putt to convert. No, not going to turn enough. Okay, so this is not going to be the best round. The weather was probably the best, to be fair. The winds have been pretty good. They've been sub 10 mile an hour. We haven't had anything over 10 mile an hour in double figures. But I just haven't played well. I mean, I'm just going to accept the fact that I just have not played well today. There's nothing more. There's nothing more to it. It's not rocket science. I just haven't played the game very well today. That's okay. That's going to be smack bang in the middle of the fairway. And we're also going to get a good line of sight on the flag as well. 91 yards. It's 93 with the elevation change. We've got a sand wedge here. We can bring this back. This is going to have some natural spin. So I'm going to use that natural spin to try and bring this back to the flag. Yep, beautiful. I couldn't have planned that any better. So that's going to give me a birdie on the final hole. 5 under par. 3 shots worse than round number 1 and 7 shots worse than round number 2. So that's going to give me an overall score in the game of 25 under par for 3 rounds. On the TGC Tour site, it's going to give me a third round cumulative total of 27 under par. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I know it hasn't been a great round and I do apologise for the poor quality of golf today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Nonetheless, if you have, please make sure to hit that like button. If you'd like to leave some comments, feel free to do so in the box below. They are always welcome. I do always read them, so for those guys that made the comment after the good back 9 yesterday, thank you very much for those comments. If you haven't yet subscribed and you want to see more videos like this, then and also other ones, because I do some Titanfall gameplay and also some other bits and bobs, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon to get notified of any future videos. But until next time guys, take care, thanks for watching, goodbye.